This one will be called flowers.
Okay. This is just a flowery tree. We'll make a little tree trunk here. Like so. Really nice branches. Okay, so say that's the tree, and then if you want the flowers on the tree, you get the colors that you want the flowers to be, and get some white. It's good to have something to put your... See, I can just do it this way. You just dip in here and then dip in there. Like that.
So you
And
dipped
then you
it
just-
in both colors.
Yeah.
Oh. Beautiful.
Colleen, it was like and then it came to you.
Can you believe that you painted this with a paper towel?
Yeah, in 15 minutes.
It was right on off the She loves you.
Or whatever time it was.
Mommy loves you.
I have it timed. It's about 15 minutes.
And the detail is incredible.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Just put all the
Wow.
flowers you want.
I just want to be in there.
Yeah. Walking through the sky.
Now see, you could have spent this 15 minutes doing anything.
I
But if
just
you
named
spend the
it.
15 minutes doing this is something you can pass down to your kids.
Yeah. So I just gave it a good title.
What?
Walking Through the Sky.
Oh, that's a beautiful title.
It's kind of, because it kind of looks like the vine in the sky tree.
Yeah. And then this is where you can just this is where the adult self can come out. You can just stand back and you can, just bring out something here and bring out something there and kind of futz with it if you want to. Like if you wanted to put an angel in there, you could put a beautiful angel in here. Just with the white paint. Off there in the distance.
Hmm.
Just a hint of an angel. See, but if you've got a chihuahua in your lap, it's a little bit hard to stand up to work at the top of the painting. So you have to use great diplomacy. All right.
Do you have a chihuahua on your back?
I like the angel down there. That looks good. And then up here, you might want to bring out a little bit more clouds. See, like here.
Oh, I didn't see that. You can look at the little tail crest on top of it.
I love it.
Yeah, it's okay. It turned out real well, I think.
I love the pink. Purple
Yeah,
pink.
purplish, pinkish, whitish. And the flower tree. I always wonder how she did this.
Now we know.
Now you can do it for the rest of your life.
Definitely feels like spring.
You can do this even on a white sheetrock wall. You can do it on a car, get acrylic paints, because the cars are acrylic.
Okay.
You can just get acrylic paint and paint on the car. And then if you really like your job good, you can take it to a professional, you let it dry, and then you can take it to a professional car painting place and have them put a clear coat on top of
Oh,
it.
nice.
And then it'll be sealed
there's the
in.
cat.
Now that
That's a
is the cat of confirmation, saying you did a good job.
You did a good job. Okay, goodbye.
Looks so funny.
Well, so you can just keep kind of, touching it up and getting it all. However, but the nice thing about working with oils is that they don't dry too fast, so you have time to go back and work on it.
love it.
I like it a lot.
And you can just walk into it.
That's how it feels. Yeah.
It's like a door into heaven.
Well, you know, there was a guy once. He wanted a painting,
You guys could over a little.
and he was going to trade out taking photographs of all my paintings for a painting. And he had 2 cameras, and he had the light meters, and he put it up against a white sheetrock wall, and he had come back so many feet, and he'd click it. And I didn't hear from him for a very long time, and finally he calls me up, and he was really upset. And I said, "What happened?" He says, "My wife divorced me over your paintings." I said, "What?" He said, "Yes." He said, "When we sent the photographs to be developed, the paintings extended beyond the paintings onto the wall. And they ruined all but 2 of the shots trying to analyze what made that happen, and they said it was impossible. And my wife had a nervous breakdown because she doesn't believe in stuff like that, and she has divorced me."
Whoa.
Wait, what happened to the...
They took, this one has a frame around it, but the ones they were taking didn't have a frame.
Oh, so the painting extended?
And in the photographs, say the painting was this wide, the painting kept going out beyond the edge of the canvas.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, when you do something like this, it's like a magic circle. It stimulates the pineal gland through the optic nerve. That's why you want to always have light in the center,
Okay.
because there's an ancient language of image. And God is always represented by the light in the center.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Like the sun in the middle of the solar system,
That makes
and like
sense.
the nucleus of an atom.
Okay.
So when you do paintings like this that are beautiful, and you put the light in the center, it stimulates certain chemicals in the brain. Now, how that affected the film on the camera, I don't know.
We'll wake up.
But I just thought that was interesting. I never did get my pictures.
I like how the clouds merge into the waves.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So there you go, folks. You
So
can now paint
beautiful.
for the rest of your life. You have just had a complete art education in 15 minutes. Instead of going for 4 years to a very expensive school, you just completed. When I used to teach art, I had people your age, and I had up to 70 years old. I guaranteed them that the very first class they would do a masterpiece. And I told them that they had to bring the expensive Belgium linen to do their first painting on. They wanted to bring practice canvases. I said, "We don't practice." I said, "You're God, and these are your works as God. And it's going to be around for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Oh my goodness.
And besides, in other lifetimes you've done it. You know, and even if you have it, your higher self can connect with that whole part of the divine mind." And I said, "You just have to be as a little child and have faith." And so basically all I did in teaching art was let them watch me for 15 minutes, because that's all it takes. And then, help them have faith. And every student I ever had turned out a masterpiece the first time. And I still have some of their paintings that I keep and I treasure. And, these are people who said, "Oh, I can't paint." And I said, "Well, that's a good sign." Because it was the ones who had had training that they had to unlearn everything.
Right.
But the ones who hadn't
Well,
had
isn't
training,
that just so true about life in general?
Yep. So,
This is exciting.
yeah. So we have just given how to paint. We're going to put this up on the web. And now everybody in the world can paint masterpieces. Oh, be sure you get the chihuahuas on the film here. This is a great shot right here with chihuahua in lap and chihuahua under chair.
And so I have to be asleep if she did.
I met another chihuahua
There, close your eyes.
just a couple days ago.
Well, you're gifted and blessed indeed. You must have done something right in your youth or childhood to deserve the great honor of being in the company of chihuahuas. Because chihuahuas are spectacular animals. They are associated with the Mayans. You know who did the Mayan sun calendar?
Know that.
If you Google it, they've got like 900 years of history showing that the chihuahuas are associated with the Mayans, like in their thing. And they really are out of space dogs. Now you know about, we've learned about chihuahuas and
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put-
everybody was just like wanting to